Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're here to talk about HomeKasa, which is a property management software, ideally that can be used by homeowners, multiple property owners, tenants, HOA managers, or the BRRR strategists out there. It is a platform where you can manage all your property information on a single platform. It gives you a complete overview of the properties that you own and where you stand with respect to your property portfolio. We are here talking to Priya Natarajan, the founder of HomeKasa. And what better way to get a quick view about HomeKasa? Hi, Priya. Welcome to the talk over here. And it would be great if you could introduce quickly HomeKasa and give us a first glance of how the product looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Uma, for the opportunity. HomeKasa is a self-service property management software. It is ideal for renters, landlords, and property managers. When you have one or more properties, you deal with a bunch of issues, including tracking documents, expenses, reminders, and so on. So there is a host of issues that you have to deal with as a property owner or a manager. What HomeKasa does is help to address these things in a simple, easy to use dashboard. So I can share what the product looks like. Welcome to HomeKasa. This is the dashboard where you can see all your properties in one place. This gives you a snapshot of everything that's happening in your real estate. Think about it as meant for real estate. So what you see is the list of properties that you own, which one is your primary, which one is your investment property, and how much mortgage you have pending on each one of these houses. Um, and then you can also look at your income and expenses based on timeline as well. So you can see what is the historic spend, what are the upcoming expenses, and you can list them by number of days. Who do you have to pay it for to, and how much, etc. In addition to that, you can also track all the documents related to all your properties in one place. So think about this. In the past, you would have gone to your bank website separately, to Box and Dropbox separately, maybe your email, computer hard disk, and Excel to get all this. And you'll spend hours to put together this information. What HomeKasa does, it gives it all to you in one dashboard. It's very easy to add properties. All you have to do is go to the property section, click on add property, and enter your property name and address. And it's as easy as that to get started. We have added a few properties here across the globe. And as you can see, there's a property here in San Jose where you can now track mortgage details, taxes, lease, insurance, and everything. So it lets you look at your assets, your hard assets, as well as what's your net worth based on your income and expenses and how much mortgage is pending, for example. Here we have expenses. You can track expenses based on whether it's a one-time expense or a recurring expense. Quite often what happens is if you have a recurring expense, it is very easy to stay on top of that, just because it's recurring every month and it's in your face. Whereas if it's a one-time expense, let's say you're doing a remodel or a repair, then people usually don't track those expenses as part of the cost of the house. So this helps you to track that, also save your receipts. So when you're looking for a receipt, you know where to go to find them. If you have the place rented to others, or if you have other contractors working with you, you can add them here as well. So in this case, we have rented it out to Mr. Chris Smith. But in the people section, in other section, you can also add your painter, your contractor, your kitchen remodeler, whoever, right? All that information is stored here, and you know who did what service when. In addition to that, when you need a repair or when you need to claim your warranty, you know exactly where to go to call them. All that can be stored here. And if you have bids and documents from them, you can store that here as well. Here, what we have is the purchase agreement for the house, rental agreement with Smiths, and also the move-in checklist. All of that is easily accessible to me anytime I want, from anywhere. So it makes my life much more organized, and productive. Here are the transactions. You can look up the upcoming transactions for each property or for all your properties. You can also look at the historic transactions. Once you understand what are your upcoming bills, then it makes it easier to go and track all the expenses that you need to budget for, right? So this helps you to stay organized and stay on top of all your expenses. When you want to look up document by a specific house, let's say I just want to look at the document for my San Jose house, um, then I got what I look for right here. So it makes it really easy to choose what you want and just go after that particular property instead of going through your whole attic and trying to figure out where all the documents are, right? Um, if Next is to also stay on top of the people, understand who you're interacting with. It's quite easy to know who your primary tenants are and what their contact information is. However, as you have more people and more number of units, it becomes very hard to stay on top of all the contacts in your list. So what HomeKasa does is makes it really easy for you to understand who are your tenants, who are your service providers for which property, and all that stuff. Like any good company, we are always adding new features. So we are working on bringing more value to our customers. So we are working on move-in checklist as well as financial calculations. They're going to be released. Some of them are coming up really soon. So stay tuned for the new features.
Thanks, Priya. I mean, I just love the colors. I mean, it looks pretty interesting and very intuitive and very easy to use. And I hope other users would find relevant use as well with respect to the product. Thanks for giving us a quick view and, glimpse of HomeKasa.
Thank you, Uma. Thanks for the opportunity, and it's a great product. And we want more and more users to take advantage of this and improve their productivity and save some time in their lives.
Absolutely. All the best.
Thank you.